Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? Welcome to another episode of Lama Talk. Well, today I have Ibrahim Elkest here with us, professional stuntman. You know, I always wanted to have a stuntman here in the house, so today I have Ibrahim here, man. I met this guy. This guy's awesome. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Ibrahim.
Thank you. I'm originally from Egypt. I grew up in a different background. There was real fights in the street.
Yeah.
I had to learn martial arts to survive.
Yeah.
I also had lots of sisters. You had to fight to protect them.
Yeah.
It's very, very interesting.
You didn't like the guys coming around your sisters?
No, absolutely not. Not this type of culture.
Really?
It's very protective.
Well, you're the eldest or the youngest?
I'm actually number 6.
Number 6?
We're a big family.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a big family.
So I'm number 5, but I remember my sisters taking care of me.
Well, lucky
yeah,
you.
they were actually protecting me. So if I needed to have a fight, you know, I'll take my sister. You know,
wow.
Here you can find my sister.
That's definitely a good idea.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So what else? Tell us about your martial art experience. I know you told me the first thing you started practicing was boxing, right?
Correct.
So.
In middle school, I was in school. You know, we get in all these fights, and I got beat up several times. And I have a friend of mine. He did boxing, and he told me. And I got interested because I wanted to protect myself and I want to practice boxing. And after a few months, I got in a fight and I used it and I won the fight.
Oh, so it became handy.
Yeah, it became very handy and people like have more respect for you and stuff. Yeah. And I was like, okay, I can
now,
do it now.
You grew up probably in a town where, I mean, you would actually find a place where you would set your place where you're going to have your fight. Because my brothers and sisters would tell me that they would have a place where they're like, you know what? After school, we're gonna see you over there. So you would actually meet, and you knew where you were gonna fight.
Yes.
So this is something kind of like
we did that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did that too.
So you knew what it was, and then you started practicing Kung Fu.
Kung Fu in high school.
How do you go from boxing to Kung Fu?
I love boxing so much, but then I feel like it's so limited, just using your arms only. I feel like if you use your whole body, you can definitely protect yourself better and do more damage to the opponent.
Did Bruce Lee have anything to do with this?
Oh, absolutely, of course. Martial arts movies was always the biggest thing for me, and especially the real old Chinese martial art movies.
Oh man, yeah.
It was
Kung Fu theater.
It's really inspiring to me.
Okay.
Sometimes it was funny that I didn't even like to watch the modern martial art movies, and I would go back to the real basic stuff like Fearless Hyena, Jackie Chan, stuff like that, and learn all these movements and exercises and stuff.
And then you went from Kung Fu, and then you got into the police academy, and you were doing Taekwondo.
Yes, in police academy we didn't have Kung Fu as an option. There was either karate or Taekwondo, but I felt I liked Taekwondo much better than karate. Karate, with all respect and love to all the karate, I feel like it's very limited and very stiff.
Yeah.
And I like freedom. As a martial artist, I think it's much more functional and it's much more effective to have the freedom in movement.
Right.
You know, you're not limited to like one
too
stuff.
strong.
You don't stop like that.
You want too much strength.
Strength and stiffness. I think I like flexibility. I like the movie Tai Chi for Jet Li.
Yeah.
How fluid he is. And
right.
That's.
So you went you like the softer arts versus the harder arts, because you know there's a difference when it comes to into the martial arts.
I would say it's more flexible. It's
because arts like soft, I would say arts like Aikido, you know, like Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh yeah, the fluid movements.
There's more fluence.
Yep.
And then the other one's a little bit more rigid.
Yeah.
So that's awesome, man. And you told me that another thing is tell us, who's your favorite stunt guy or stuntman when it comes to martial arts movies?
Well, my biggest hero has been always Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan?
Yes.
I like him too. He's
amazing.
Yeah.
He is crazy.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah.
He's impressive. I've never seen in my whole stunt career a stuntman who can do what Jackie Chan does.
Yeah.
This guy is very unique. He has a skill that most people don't.
Right.
And he's an entertainer. He's amazing.
Yeah. He's got charisma.
He has charisma. He does something so dangerous, like crazy dangerous. Even me as a stunt guy wouldn't even want to try that. and he would make it funny.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's not funny.
Yeah, it's not funny. It hurts.
That hurts.
Some stuff hurts.
Serious stuff.
Have you ever met him before?
I've never met him in person. That would be a dream. It would be wonderful to meet.
I'll tell you a little bit story. I actually got to meet Jackie Chang, and
wow.
My friend told me, they were shooting Rush Hour 2 in the studios here in North Hollywood, and I walked in, and I go into the stage, no security guard, no nothing. I walk in, and then they had the stage built for the scene where they're doing in the bath scene, I believe, where they're wearing the robes.
Yes, I remember that.
Okay, and he's with Chris Tucker, and then they fight the gang, right?
Yeah.
Well, they're working these scenes, and I'm sitting I think I was sitting in the director's chair, and I see them doing all the stuff. I mean, the stuff where he puts his foot, and they're going through the whole stunts, man. And I looked at, man, this guy has so much. I would say he was the one directing everything there. He's just got so much knowledge. He's just picking up stuff on the go. And then the other thing,
he's fast mentally and physically.
And now I've seen this guy since I was a kid. I've seen him in movies. I looked at him, man. He had his own he had a truck that said the Jackie Chang trailer gym. He had like a gym in a trailer, and he was in shape, man. He was cut. He was in better shape. He's my dad's age probably. But this guy's in shape, man. He's got it. I guess to do stunts, you have to stay in shape.
Of course, absolutely.
Or else everything else falls apart.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, most of the guys send me reels that have to do with, they being the hero.
Correct.
You send me a reel, and I started looking at your reel, and the first thing I see, you're getting shot, you're getting thrown off buildings.
1,000 ways to die.
Yeah, you're like 1,000 ways to die. And then the last one, your highlight is, you're getting in a car and you get blown up. Okay. Now, you're the guy that makes the hero looks good.
Correct.
Right?
And that's what every stuntman does.
That's what you do. Okay.
That's what we do.
So tell us your experience in stunt. I mean, how do you become this good? Because you're not only doing fights in stunts, but you're also dropping, you're jumping up 50 feet or 100 feet or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So how does this go into play into the movie? How do you transition? How do you do that, man? How do you do that? How do you live like that?
I'll surprise you. The first time I ever wanted to train to do high falls, it was only 10 feet high.
Yeah.
Which is not much at all. I think a kid would do it.
Right.
Just by doing it. I thought that was really high.
Yeah, 10 feet? Because you're looking down.
Exactly.
Like,
from 10 feet, I looked down and said, damn, that's not close. It's not natural. It's not a natural thing for most of human beings. I had a little fear of heights before.
Yeah.
And actually, that was the most exciting thing for me to do the high falls because I wanted to get over that fear of heights.
So you're breaking your barriers pretty much.
Oh yeah, because it's much better even to face your fear, even if you get hurt, than to live with it. Like living with fear is probably the worst thing you can ever do.
You'll die one day. You never broke your fear. So this is something you like to break.
Exactly.
So. Yeah.
Like even if you have to break some bones with it, it's still worth it.
You did it. You
live free after that.
And you broke your fears pretty
much.
A
lot of practice. Yeah. And there's a lot of feeling of satisfaction when you do something that you were very afraid of.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it. That's why there's some people you think they're devils and they're crazy and stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of satisfaction in doing that.
The adrenaline rush and everything that goes through it too, right?
And every time you achieve and accomplish it and you break your fear and you're able, there's no feeling in the world.
And it's your personal satisfaction. But the guy watching on the screen, on the TV screen, he's like, oh, that guy's crazy, right?
Correct.
And so they're just watching. They'd rather watch than do it. I mean, not everybody's going to be a stuntman, but.
Yes.
But you get the opportunity to be able to do that every day, and that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to topic on was CGI stunts. CGI versus
stunts.
Real stunts. I mean, how does that benefit, and what is the advantages and the disadvantages?
I like CGI if it's always helpful.
Yeah.
But not to take over. CGI can make stunts much easier and much more safe for stunt people. For example, if they want somebody to jump off a 30-floor building.
Yeah.
I don't really have to jump 30 floors. There's no point at all.
Right.
I can jump only 5 or 6 or even 10 floors.
Yeah.
And then with technology, it makes it look like it's 30 floors.
Right, right.
But sometimes they totally replace the stunt guy with CGI. And this is where the danger comes. It doesn't look good in a way. Yeah. At the same time, it will take away our jobs, and it made me nervous for a while.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'll tell you the truth. I mean, I look at some of the stuff, and when you see the guy being a CGI guy, I don't like it. I'm sure martial artists don't like it. You know,
I'd like to ask our people, what do you think about it?
Yeah, why don't you guys comment down below and let us know what you guys think?
You like the real guys, the real deal, or you like just a CGI person?
I like watching, like, for example, Jackie Chang movies, and you know, because Hollywood has a different standard when it comes to the Chinese production companies, and they're doing. I mean, you're telling me that sometimes they'll do a stunt and they have 5 guys for the same stunt, right?
Yes, I hear that. I'm not really sure, but I hear that they have 5 stunt guys waiting, and every time one tries to do the stunt and he get broken, they just take him away and they bring the next one.
Oh man!
And I hear Jackie Chan saying that one time. I said, "That's interesting." I love him to death, but I'm glad I haven't worked with him yet.
Yeah, man, that's good. Yeah, because right here they have to kind of hold him back here in Hollywood. That's what I saw. I saw a little what is it, like a little documentary where he was doing the movie here, Rush Hour. Yeah. And the directors are kind of telling him, you know what, you gotta kind of keep it down a little bit. You know, he wanted to do more, you know, but he couldn't because of I would say insurance or you know, whatever. Oh yeah,
I heard also that he's blacklisted by insurance companies.
Oh yeah, man, who wants to? You know,
I know.
Like, you never know
how amazing he is.
Yeah. Man, what is your dream? I mean, what is your goal for the future as a stuntman? What would you like to be working in? You know, would you like to be working in more of a shows or movies? What do you want?
I've done a lot of shows, movies and TV shows.
Yeah, CSI, I've seen it, all these
Correct.
things done.
I definitely like movies better. Mm-hmm. Movies is the future. Movies is the history. Movies is everything to me. I would really love to see more movies coming back to California.
Yeah.
I know there's some type of politics that prevented that and made the movies escape from California.
Right.
I really want to do movies. That's.
How about you becoming a hero in some of these movies instead of getting shot or being blown up? Have you ever thought about doing something like that?
I don't mind at all, but it doesn't really bother me to be.
No. You like the bad guy.
It doesn't
bother you.
But what really bothers me when I see a movie and I see another bad guy, it doesn't look as badass as I am.
Oh,
or not as well trained as I am. I said, seriously, I could have done this much better.
Yeah, man. And you know what? You'll see some pictures pop up. There's some pictures of him being in CSI. You also see some where you're being interrogated. Well, you know what? In this picture coming up, you're being interrogated in this scene. Is this for a show or a movie?
The interrogation scene was just a short edited with a friend.
A short,
it's
okay.
It was not.
You guys could go. You guys could check them out also, okay? I know you're also trying to build your own stunt team.
Correct. Since there's a huge demand right now for the Middle Eastern stunt guys because all the crazy things happening in the Middle East, they're probably going to make a lot of movies about it. Yeah. And I would really like to build a stunt team that all the Middle Eastern guys. So we train together, we teach each other, and we make our own projects too. And whenever they need a whole team in a movie that's all Middle Eastern guys, we're ready to go.
Okay. Now I know you practice boxing, Kung Fu. You did Taekwondo in the police academy. But you're also practicing Kapap, face-to-face combat.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Now, how does martial art help you in stunts?
Martial arts is very important in stunts.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fight scenes.
Yeah.
But you have to learn how to be flexible.
Right.
Because in stage fighting, you have to make some adjustment to the real fighting. In real fighting, you want to hit the person in front of you. In stunts, you don't want to do that.
Right. You want to keep people entertained.
Exactly. You want to keep people entertained.
Yeah.
You want to make it look like you really hurt somebody so bad, but in fact you didn't really hurt them at all.
Can you teach me something here sitting down?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So what can we do here? How can we do it? So do you want me to punch you? How would, let's say if I were to, so the camera angle here, if I were to punch you from the left, would it be better from my left hand or punching you with the
this
right?
type of camera angle right here, if we talk about the main camera.
Yeah, main camera.
Okay, in this case, I want to hit you that way. And I want you to react to this.
So I would react this way, or this way. Or just back.
You act backwards.
So this way. So boom. So boom. So like that. So if I would hit you, so if you want to make me look like the hero, so I would have to jab you here with the straight left. So if I would jab you, how would you do it? And that's it. That's pretty much it. Yeah. How about the body? If you're doing the body, if I were punching the body here?
The body actually hit for real.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But you don't hit with full power. You make it look like full power by moving your hips and moving your legs and everything.
Okay, show me. Punch me.
At the same time.
Go for it.
Like, for example.
Like I'm saying. So you're wait. All right, we're gonna do a scene here, okay? Ibrahim is. I owe him. I owe him some money, okay? But I'm having a drink here at a bar. I don't drink, but anyway, I'm having a drink, and suddenly Ibrahim comes in and he's asking for his money. All right, ready? Okay, action.
Hey.
Oh, Ibrahim.
Where's my money, man?
You know, I haven't had a job. I don't have your money, man.
I don't care if you don't have a job, bro. I want my money. You took this money from me. You said you're going to pay back. It's time to pay back right now.
I don't have your money, man.
Seriously?
I'm sorry, man. I have no money.
Yeah?
I have nothing.
This is your last answer?
I don't have anything, man.
Now, do you have it?
I'll have it for you tomorrow. I'll have it for you tomorrow. Yeah, I'll have it for you tomorrow, okay?
Maybe I can stop hitting you tomorrow.
I'll have it for you tomorrow, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay?
Well, yeah, well, you have to pay some interest, I guess.
How much interest?
More punches.
all right, you guys. Give him an applause, you guys. Good playing around here. But anyway, thanks, Ibrahim, man. Where can people reach you, Ibrahim?
EgyptianStuntman@gmail.com.
All right, awesome, man. How about YouTube?
YouTube, you can find me in the same channel, or you can just find me on Facebook, Ibrahim Elkest.
Okay, awesome, you guys. Thank you for watching. Tune in for our next one. Don't forget to subscribe, okay? We need more subscribers, and don't forget to look at his stuff. We're gonna have some links in the bottom. He has some cool stuff on YouTube. Check him out, you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming, man.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Hey guys, you could see this show and all the other shows on Like Water Production on YouTube.